Hello guys, welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about BTC. We're also going to talk about Ethereum, XRP. We're going to talk about BNB. We're also going to talk about Tether, okay, and most alt, in the crypto space. All right. So let's basically start off with BTC. As you can see, I just gave you guys a quick update regarding BTC and what I'm looking for within the next few hours and so on, right? So if you take a look at the 3-day chart. The 2-day chart, actually, we talked about it over the last few days. BTC is still correcting, like since like we dropped from like a 12.2, 12.5 area. You can see like the move we got to the downside, it is still corrective. All right, we got this big move to the downside, a 3-way move pullback. It can push higher, right, up to like 12.1, 12.3 area. I'm expecting a further push to the upside, but let's see what the bear is going to be doing over the next few days and so on, right? Because if you take a look at it, you can see like we got a nice retracement, like up to 0.618, right? And I'm still looking for 0.786 to 0.888. 0.786, it is just about like 11.8, and 0.888 is just about like 12.1. Okay, so keep an eye on these two areas, right? Just about 11.8 to 12.1. So 0.618 right now, price is consolidating. We can still dip down and try to retest the 21 EMA on the 2-day chart, right? We can still dip down right there, right? Okay, just about like previous fib level, which is like 50% pullback, and try to push back up. That's the bullish scenario, all right? But however, if we break the 21 EMA on the 2-day basis, bears most likely going to be taking control over the next few weeks and so on. So the momentum right now is pretty strong. A big push to the upside. I gave you guys an update, last week, and I was like, if as long as we stay above this 21 EMA on a 2-day basis, MACD crossing bullish. We cross like above like 11.1. I'm gonna be bullish until we basically break this 21 EMA again, and I'm gonna flip flip the coin, and then basically looking for a further move to the downside. All right, so let me know if let me know if the sound is good. All right, and if you want me to analyze any of your coins, let me know in the chat room so I can take a look at it. All right, so now let's take a look at the weekly time frame. So weekly basis, volume is not a lot, at least on Bitstamp. You can see like beautiful support at 21 EMA, right? Right there, we took a long, just about like 10K area. Everybody was looking for further move to the downside. Sun Crypto said, do not be too bearish, right? Weekly 21 EMA, it is a pretty strong support area. So let's just suck it up and look for further move to the upside up to 11. So it did that exactly. It dipped down, break this area, we're taking it to the upside. So weekly is still strong, right? But the thing is, bears are still in control over the on the weekly MACD. Basically, bulls gonna need to break like, let's say 11.7, 11.8 to get the weekly MACD to cross bullish. Otherwise, bears going to be in control. So it is going to be very, very challenging for the bulls to stay like above like 11.8. But if they can stay above 11.8 and break 12K, we could get a different structure over the next few weeks. So let's see what the bulls going to be doing. They've been calling for 14K over the last 14 months, right? It is quite a lot, right? It is a very, very long time to be calling for 14K for 14 months. So since last year, right there, September, right before the dump, when before the back, right, guys, most people have been saying, oh, BTC gonna go to 30K and all that good stuff. Guess what? Bang. Okay, 40% pump. Everybody been saying, oh, that's a Bitcoin cycle, super cycle started. Now we're gonna go to 50K and all of that good stuff. Bang. Okay, January, Bitcoin pumped to the upside. Sun Crypto said it is just a correction. Don't be too bullish. Don't be too bullish at 10.5. We're going to dump to the downside up to 42 to 55. Guess what, guys? We basically bang. All right. So now we basically replicating the same setup. I know it's been a long time. We've been calling for a further move to the downside. However, I was bullish when BTC was right there. We said, you know, the next potential upside, it is going to be 10K to 12K. So we already retested 12K as expected. Price is basically just correcting a basically big move to the downside right there, right? A correction, bang. Okay, it can retest the top, and then we're going to be looking for this move to the downside. All right, so let's see if we're going to get a strong rejection, just about like a 12K, right? 12K area. Not even sure if we're going to get there, but since like we're above the 2-day 21 EMA, we just have to respect the trend until we get a bearish trend on the 2-day basis. You see what I'm saying? Even though macro is bearish, it does not mean BTC cannot break 12.3. You see what I'm saying? If the lower degree is bullish, you just stay with it until basically, you know, the trend shift back to a bearishness, and then you basically flip the switch, right? So let's just keep that in mind. So guys, make sure to hit the likes. We got 14 watching, right? So make sure to hit the likes, subscribe, join our public Telegram group. Link in the description. Hey, what's up, Mason? 11.7 can be the top, of course, right? But we don't have any confirmation yet, right? We're going to take a look at the lower degree to basically try to get confirmation. But alt not looking so great. And last time, you know, BTC been moving sideways and alt been bleeding. The next thing you know, BTC pumped to the upside. So I do not want to be showing like any, you know, any bias, like a strong bias on the downside, because alt are dripping, but BTC is staying sideways. We could be seeing another pump from BTC. Even if it's going to be like a 3 to 4% pump, we could possibly see another pump from BTC 11.8, 11.9, and so on, right? So I'm bullish above the 21 EMA. So let's see what we're gonna get over the next few days until we break it, okay? And we're gonna be looking for the strong move to the downside we've been looking for over the last few weeks and so on, all right? But at least, guys, when we call for the 3 to 4K drop, we got it. But bulls, they've been calling for 14K since like September, basically 2019. Okay, since September 2019, they've been calling for 14K and so on. And guess what? As soon as we break 10K, all the bulls gonna be calling for, they're gonna become bears and calling for 1K and all of that good stuff. And this sucker gonna rally back up to 14K and so on. So I already showed you guys my upside target for 2021. I'm looking for 14K BTC already in 2021. So if we dip down anywhere around like a 5K or below, it is not going to be a time to be bearish. Okay, it is going to be a time to be sucking it up and basically be bullish and buy all the dip. Okay, buy all the dip in this range, 5K all the way down to 3K area. Can we break below it? Absolutely, we could possibly break below it, but we might not stay in this range forever. Okay, we might not stay in this range forever because the next move going to be very, very, very juicy, guys. Very juicy, guys. The DXY, we're gonna take a look at the DXY also. All right, so now let's take a look at BTC on the 3 weeks chart, right? So if you take a look at BTC on the 3 weeks chart, the thing is, we talk about it like after this big dump, what we said, let's just be cautious because we could retest the top just about like a 12K as we did back in 2019, right, at 14K. What happened back then, right? We got a beautiful 3 weeks engulfing, right? What happened next? The very next 3 weeks, right? BTC pump all the way back up to 12.3, 12.4. Guess what we just did? Okay, we got a nice dump, right? Just about this level. Guess what? We're trying to pump back up to the same exact level right there. Okay, 11.9 to 12 something. Okay, 11.9 to 12.1. So it could possibly be a level we have to basically pay attention to and not be extremely bullish like about like a 12K. I said it last time when BTC was pumping around like 11.9, 11.7 and so on, right? Even though I was long in it, I was like, guys, we're going to take profits at 12.1. Okay, 11.9 to 12.1, take your profits. Do not try to be basically try to stay in the game up to like above like a 12K area, because the drop could be massive and could be severe. So just take your profit, stay on the sideline, and basically we're going to look for another entry. And that's what happened exactly on August 1st. BTC dumped 15, almost 13%, okay, 13%. So let's just keep that in mind. The 3 weeks chart I showed you guys multiple times, right? We got one back then, back in 2018 February, right there, January through March. We got a nice double tweezer, you could call it, right? We got a nice tweezer right there, and guess what? Most moon boys been calling for what? Been calling for 50K. Okay, you go back in basically 2018. Most people in this range been saying like, hey guys, BTC going to be pumping to 50K in 2018 just by the dip and all that good stuff, right? Guess what? This sucker basically dumped 50%. Okay, dumped 50%. And the same type of analyst guys gonna call for 50K again 2 years later. They're calling for the same exact number. So let's just be cautious. I'm not saying we cannot hit like 50K and so on, right? All I'm saying is, as long as we basically stand below 14K, right, and so on, right, and still making a low highs in this area, we're not in a bull market. Okay, we're not in a bull market. So let's just try to stay focused over this range, right, in this range, and see what we're gonna get over the next few weeks and so on. All right. Hey, what's up, Jeff? Hey, what's up, Jeff? I'm still bearish, Jeff. What are you talking about? I'm bullish. I'm still bearish on the macro, but on the lower degree, it doesn't mean like if this is pumping, I'm gonna, sit there and saying, oh, I'm bearish, I'm not gonna long it. If it is pumping, I'm in the market to make money, guys. So I'm not in the market to just make videos, right? So I trade for a living. So keep that in mind. If the market is pumping, I'm longing it, right? All I'm saying is the macro scale, right? The macro scale, the structure is still bearish. We're still making, the highs are still, we're not still breaking like the previous high right there. Okay, we still not breaking 14K. We're not breaking 20K. So why be so extremely bullish, right? So that's all I'm saying. And if you go watch any analyst right now, since like the last 14 months, since like last year, September, they've been calling for 14K, right? Right there, we've been calling for 3K. We got my 3K. So you go check out any analyst since like September 2019. They've been calling for 14K. BC hasn't broke basically broke a 12.3 and so on. So don't get me wrong. If the market is bullish on the lower degree, 6 hour, even up to the daily, looking for a breakout, we're gonna take it. Okay, we're gonna take it. I'm not gonna sit there and being bearish, right? Just because the macro is bearish. So, and I showed you on my previous update, I showed you like the 2-day MACD. If the 2-day MACD crosses bullish, right, suck it up and take it to the upside. So that was pretty clear, right? I'm bearish, all right, between 11.9. I was bearish between 11.9 up to not 11.9, 10.9 to 11.1, right? And right there, 10.9, 11.1, bearish, right? But bullish above 11.1, okay? And also bullish, just about 10K. So it was pretty clear, okay? Pretty clear. Hey, what's up, D-Tech? What's up, Craig? Oh, thanks a lot, Craig. That ETH Analysis, man, most of you guys need to go watch it. It's, link in the description. That was like January 3rd, I think, something like that, right? First week of January. Nailed the ETH Analysis by the dip, $80 to $100, right? We're gonna pump all the way up to $300 and so on. Guys, that was like a 2020 macro analysis. So the macro view still the same. I'm still looking for Ether to drop. So let's move on to Ether right now before we take a look at BNB. So Ethereum already, the lower degree, let me give you guys what I'm looking for. for Ethereum on the lower degree. So first thing first, we took a Ether long, right? Right there after Ether broke out, right above like 370, and then we took a long all the way up to this level. So I'm still looking for Ether up to like 430, 405, right? To like just about like a 438, okay, 405 to 438. So which is like 0.618 to 0.786. So but we're gonna need to break like 390. If we can break 390, it is going to be a good move to the upside. But one thing we just have to be cautious about is like, we're still getting a flat correction in this range. The move we got right there, 1, 2, it is a continuation pattern, but it doesn't have to, once again, it doesn't have to, be successful. It can basically give us a correction right here and then pump to the upside. So we just have to be very cautious. So if you basically scalping Ether, you got to make a decision. Are you going to scalp it between like just about like, 380 to like a 360 and so on? Because as long as we stay above the 2-day 21 EMA after this breakout, right, we're still bullish on Ether on the short. I mean, short-term bullish, right, up to like 438 and so on. So let's keep that in mind. But if we get the rejection in this range, we're just going to continue the downtrend. It is pretty easy, guys. So no need to basically make it complicated, because you cannot force the trend. Like for instance, I don't care which way Ether goes, guys, really. If it goes up, I'm gonna long it. If it goes down, I'm gonna short it. So it really doesn't matter, right? So but let's just be cautious, right? If you try to be extremely bearish on the lower degree, you could easily get another pump to the upside to basically pump back up to 0.786. And if you're extremely bullish, you could basically see the bears stepping in and then basically just take advantage of this bearish momentum. So it is time to basically, it is a good time to be very patient and basically let the market show you the direction instead of you basically just rushing the market. All right. What happened? Hey, what's up, BF? Man, I don't want to hear that. Chainlink is still in the bear market, man. It dropped all the way down to $20 to $7. So what happened? What happened to my Chainlink to $1? I mean, BC gonna drop, so Chainlink still got a chance to drop below $5. So let's see over the next few weeks what we're gonna get, right? So. Yeah. Yeah, so basically let's go back and take a look at Ether on the macro scale. Poloniex. So Ether on the macro scale, I'm still looking for a possible break below the 21 EMA for Ether, right? If like we can break below the 21 EMA or the 25 MA for Ether, which is more reliable, right? Let's switch it to okay, the 25 MA. If like we can break below the 25 MA, most likely the bear is going to be in control over the next few weeks and so on. So let's just be let's keep in mind, all right, even though short term we could push back up to like a 430 and so on, but on the macro scale we got to be able to stay above like a 321, 316 and so on. So if we break this 316, guys, we could be starting a new trend to the downside, and it could take for a very long time basically to pump back up above the 25 MA on a weekly basis. So if you backtest it, I showed you guys multiple times, right? After we broke it right there back in 2016, December 2016, you can see like we pump all the way back up and we never broke it, guys. Never broke it till like the end of the bull market. We basically dumped to the downside, retested it, was acting as a resistance right there, just about like $800. So you guys remember back in 2018, from like just about April, right? April to May, we had a nice rally. Okay, the rest of the crypto also, I mean, all alt, all right, they pump all the way up to like a 50% to 0.618 pullback, and then basically they dump all the way down. So right there, we basically bridged it, right? Pumped to the upside, 350. I was extremely bearish, and I was like, Ether going to be dropping down to $80 again, guys. So we dropped down to $80 right there. People been very bullish. I was like, guys, we still haven't retested $80 right there. Okay, so let's just keep that in mind. Now we're pumping to the upside, which is basically our yearly analysis for Ether. We said we got this move, we're going to be looking for this move, and then we're going to be very, very bullish and be looking for this move, right? And after that, we're going to be looking for this move down from Ether. So that's the move on the macro scale I'm looking for, right? To the downside. But Moonboy, they're looking for 10K and so on, right? So most people are looking for this move to the upside, $800, right? So let's see if Ether going to be able to break, let's say 490, 480 area to look for, for the bulls to be able to look for $800. But at least, for the short term, right? I'm looking for a strong impulse move to the downside. Okay, I don't even think like the move gonna be corrective like the type of a correction we got right there. It could be like this, all right, like that, very, very vertical, like move to the downside. Look at the 2-month chart for BTC. Let's take a look at 2-month chart for BTC. Good guys. 2-month chart BTC. The 2-month chart. So you take a look at the 2-month chart. Let's see what can we find on the 2-month. On the 2-month chart, you could say, oh, you got a nice reversal candle right there. Okay, pretty aggressive. That's the first thing you can find. So on the 2-month chart, so even breaking the 21 EMA, let's take a look at it. Good, that's a 25. So basically, we got to be able to stay above the 21 EMA. As you can see right there back in 2015, May 2015, right? That was the support right there back in 2018 support. The March dump support. So you got to be able to stay above like 7,500, and you guys know 7,500 is it is a very, very important key level for BTC. Even back in like 2018 before the dump, right, from like a 6K, you guys remember, I think it was like midweek, BTC pumped like from 64 to 78, right? And bang, okay, that was like before the dump. After that, that's when we dump like all the way down to 5K. So 7,500 to a 7,800 basically is a very, very important key area. So I don't analyze the 2-month chart, but that's the only thing I can find, really. Okay, really, that's the only thing I can find. the quarterly, we talked about the quarterly. I talked about the quarterly on my previous analysis. If you take a look at the quarterly, it is kind of bullish, right? That's the first time, like, since like the bear market, we're getting like a bullish quarterly candle. So let's see. Okay, are we going to be able to close this candle green? That's a big question. So that is a big question. So if like we close this candle green, it could mean a lot for the bulls. Okay, they're gonna get very confident, right? And they could be saying like, oops guys, it is time to basically rock and roll, and we're gonna be pumping it all the way up to 50k and all that good stuff, right? But as of now, guys, I don't know how the bulls gonna be doing it. Okay, I just don't see it right now. Can it happen? Yes, it can happen. Okay, we can break 14k, 15k, but I gotta see it. Okay, I don't see anything in the chart right now to basically extremely turn me bullish, right? But if we break 14k, we're gonna basically reassess our judgment, right? But let's see. Okay, over the next few weeks. So now let's take a look at XRP. I'm gonna make it a very short live stream. So we're gonna take a look at XRP. So XRP is not doing much, man. It is basically being a stable coin. So most of the time I don't touch it, and I don't even look at it, because we need to break the 21 EMA or pump from it. It is very important to basically try to for the bulls to try to basically break above this weekly 21 EMA, 100 EMA actually, right? We're getting the support from the 21 EMA, the yellow line, as you can see right there. For almost like, from April up to like July, almost August, right? I did not touch XRP because it was just moving sideways. So no need to basically do any in and out. And I was like, if we get a nice push above the weekly 21 EMA, we're gonna suck it up and take it all the way up to like a 31 cents and so on, weekly 100 EMA. And that's what we did exactly. So you can see like we got rejected from the trend line. Same exact trend line we got rejected back in September, like September 18th, right? 2018, the 100% pump, 80% pump, whatever it was, right? And then we got this pump like June 2019, same exact trend line basically rejected the price. So the downside potential target I'm looking for XRP, it is going to be next support just about like 17 cents, and after that, if we do not find any strong support right there, we could be looking for the lower trend line, right? That's a bearish setup, but I'm still open for a possible break above the weekly 100 EMA, and we could be seeing like some bigger move from XRP, right? But it might not be that big, because once again, the macro scale for XRP is very important, very important. What I mean by that, okay, we gotta be able to stay above like the monthly 21 EMA. As you can see right there, we did not close above it on Binance, but on Poloniex we did. So if like we can close above the monthly 21 EMA, we could possibly start to look for some strong move from XRP. But as long as we stay below the monthly 21 EMA, the bear is going to be in control. Okay, all we can do, all the XRP bulls can do basically is just to accumulate the dip and look for a further move to the upside once we basically break the monthly 21 EMA. It shouldn't be that hard. It's just like, it's not moving fast. It's not moving fast. And, if XRP is to be the global currency, it got to move fast, guys. So we got to be able to move very fast above the monthly 21 EMA. So now let's take a look at Binance, right? So Binance, we long Binance, okay? We took a nice long on Binance from like a 28.5 all the way up to 31.7. Hit our target on the dot, right? So, but I'm being cautious on Binance right now. Let's take a look at it, right? I'm going to show you something very, very important. One of the reasons I was bullish on Binance also is like, if you take a look at Binance versus a storage is to the left, right? And Binance is to the right. We're basically getting the same structure, okay? Same exact structure. So that's a Binance chart, just like I showed you regarding gold, right? And the dollar, before the breakout to the downside from gold, I showed you like the similarity between gold and the dollar, right? I'm gonna show you again what I mean. So you can see like same exact structure right there. You know, we got this flat correction right there, right? A continuation pattern. Guess what? We got this flat correction right there, a continuation pattern, right? A push to the upside, a triangular formation, right? Right there, that's when we got the breakout from a storage, right there, this blue line. Same exact blue line, right? That's when we got the breakout from a storage. But guess what? Storage right now is breaking down. 1, 2, 3. So we just have to wait and see what Binance going to be, what the bull's going to be doing over the next few days and so on. If we start to see like some weaknesses, right? I would say some weakness from Binance, we could see easily Binance dipping down again, just like storage. Because I sent this chart like a couple of days ago, I think like yesterday, okay, in my premium group, right? Keep an eye on storage for a possible, breakout or breakdown either direction, and we're gonna be basically using it for Binance, right? Even though Binance is starting to show us some, some weakness, right? We just have to be very cautious and wait for it to break like 30.2. If we break below 30.2, we could easily try to come back down and retest 28 all the way down to like a 27.5 and so on, right? So that's what I'm watching for BNB, right? So let me show you gold, right? So you know what I mean, right? Gold and the dollar. So we're going to take a look at the dollar afterward. So let's take a look at it. So I think I got a gold setup also, right? We got a gold setup. We gotta find DXY. DXY and gold. Okay, so if you take a look at the DXY right there, okay, I showed you before gold, before we got this dump on gold, right? Okay, before we got this dump on gold, but I told you guys gold target was right there, okay? 1853 all the way down to what, 1821. We got this breakdown, right? So pump back up. Similarly, same exact thing right there again. Okay, once again we're making the same move. The dollar is basically showing you what gold going to be doing. So my gold next target is right there temporary. Guess what the dollar did? Broke down, okay, right there. So I'm expecting gold to basically drop right there, probably give us another three-way move, some sort of correction, whatever, right? And then basically a continuation pattern, right? So let's see over the next few days and so on what we're gonna get from from gold and so on, right? So but my next target for gold 1850 down to like 1821. So pretty easy, guys, pretty easy target. And at the same time, guys, I'm showing you same thing right now we getting from gold. I'm gonna show you total too. Why I'm so bearish on Ethereum, right? Why I'm so bearish on Ethereum. If you take a look at total 2, which is like altcoin total market cap, right? It's making the same exact structure, Same exact structure, guys. So from alt, we got this dump to the downside, and we basically replicating the same exact structure gold and the dollar did right there. So we could possibly see if we get a rejection right there. That's why I said it. That's why I said on my previous analysis, right? If we get a dump on alt, you got to be able to buy the dip, because we're gonna get another move to the upside, just like gold. Okay, but we gotta be first thing first, guys. We gotta break this support area, which is like roughly around like a 120 billion. If we break it, we test like just about like 100 billion, we could possibly see another nice move from alt, just like gold. Okay, another nice wedge pattern right there, right? Another nice wedge pattern, and a possible break to that downside, right? Pretty easy, guys, pretty easy. So keep an eye on the altcoin total market cap. Pretty impressive, right? As soon as we basically retested like 0.618, I was like, guys, we just hit like 0.618 a couple days ago, right? Yesterday, right there on the dot. Right there, we just hit like 0.618, and you can see like we just dumped right back down. So let's see if this move going to be corrective for a further move to the upside. It could change the it could change the structure right now, right? If we basically pump to the upside, we could get a different structure, but the overall trend still going to be downward. Okay, the overall trend still going to be downward. Let's go ahead and take a look at Theta. Take a look at Tether and Monero. We're also going to take a look at Monero, because Monero has been pumping, but you know, I was like, Monero, I don't want to touch it, right? So I tried to short it from like 95 to 101s in that area, but that's like a keep pumping. I was like, okay, let me just pay attention to Monero BTC, because Monero BTC was looking to hit like a June 2019 prices. So you know, I didn't want to touch Monero for a bearish momentum, just let it pump. But Tether right there, right? So if you take a look at Tether, right, we're basically making a correction right there. Okay, we got a nice trend line in red, and we also got a nice trend line in what, in green. So we either gonna break, we're gonna get a breakout very soon. All right, so it is not very wise to short at support, but that's the 8-hour time frame. We got roughly another hour to close this candle. So if we can basically, let's take a look at the 6-hour. So 6-hour already basically breaking it. So if like we can close below it on a 6-hour basis, so which is like, it is going to close in like, let's say 5 hours and so on. So if we can close massively to the downside, it could basically create a bearish pattern, and we could be looking for a 1-to-1 extension to the downside, which could possibly give us like 60 cents and so on. And if you take a look at 60 cents, it is right there. Okay, so you would be looking for like 55 to 60 cents for the next trading range. But once again, guys, we got to be able to break this support area right there. Okay, so if you're bullish, it is pretty easy. You just do the opposite, right? You just look for this move, right? 1-to-1 extension to the upside. Most of the time I usually look for like 1.27 to 1.41, but 1-to-1 extension is pretty okay, right? It is still okay, because most of you guys take profits right before even like price hit take profit area. So you can see like, if we break this area, I'm gonna be bullish, right? right there. Okay, we got to be able to break it, and I don't want to see like a small candle going to that, you know, to the upside. I want to see like one big candle, okay, or like at least two big candles, right, going to the upside, break it, and then I'm gonna take it to the upside, right? But let's see over the next few hours what we're gonna get, because the bearish momentum is pretty strong. Hey, what's up, Iceman? Thanks a lot for tuning in. Let's get this burger and fry, man. Thanks a lot for tuning in, Ice. You know, you get the combo with some crypto, so you know you get everything, man. You get the moving averages, you get your MACD, RSI, you know, you get your trend lines, you get your volume, you get your candles patterns, you get everything. Okay, you get every single basically strategy with Sun Crypto. You're gonna get it. Okay. So let's keep in mind, it is pretty easy, man. Don't try to force the trade. Okay, if you bearish, just wait. Just wait. A 12-hour breakdown, would it be better, right? It's gonna be, oh, look at this, guys. That's a very, very good bearish setup right there. Which is what you got. I don't know why this candle is red, but it's supposed to be green because the volume is green, right? So you got a very small candle right there, very undecided candle after a very big sell-off. So it means like the trend is bearish. Okay, it means the trend is bearish. It doesn't matter what time frame you're looking at it. Whenever you see, like, I'm gonna show you multiple multiple examples, right? Especially at a moving average. Let's say price dropped to the moving average 6 hour 21 EMA. Right after it, right after it dropped the next 6 hours, right, price closed green, but the volume is very low. So it means that the next 6 hours, we're most likely going to get another bearish structure. I'm going to show you what I'm telling you, right? So let's see. If we break this area, guys, it is going to dip. Okay, it is going to dip. Okay, it is going to dip. But if you're bullish, just suck it up and wait for this, you know, suck it up and wait for this, you know, for price to basically break this area. Or if you buy at this current level, you're going to have to suck it up and put a stop loss right there. Okay, put a stop loss right there. So that's my personal analysis for Tether, right? I'm watching it closely, and at the same time I'm watching OMG also, right? Let's take a look at OMG. So OMG, I was watching it last night, right? But I wasn't comfortable shorting it right there, right around like 3-4. I just waited, and I'm like, okay, I just have to suck it up and be very patient and not try to rush the market, because you know it could easily break out, right? So I just waited. So we need to break like this trend line just about like a 3-3, right? 3-3, 3-2. Engulfingly, it has to be a big breakout, not like, you know, small candles, right? If you can break it, we can suck it up and basically take it all the way down. However, the bullish side, okay, it's pretty easy, guys. If you basically playing in this market, you gotta wait for confirmation. Okay, nothing wrong to wait for days, nothing wrong to wait for hours, just to basically make sure once you jump in, okay, you're gonna flip your money. Okay, you're gonna, whatever leverage you do, 100x, 2000x, whatever, you're gonna make money, right? So you just wait for it to pump above this range. You can easily take it to the upside, to the next, you know, target, next resistance. It doesn't have to be your target, right? Because target is target is subjective, right? So what I mean by target is subjective. Let's say my target is like 3.9. Somebody else's target might be like 3.8. So it is very subjective. Most of you guys don't wait for the final target, because you see your money 40% up, 80% up. You don't even wait for like a 4.3. You be like, man, let me suck it up. I'm gonna take my money and run away, and I'm gonna wait for another setup, right? So, but it can pump all the way up to 4.3. That's just a directional move. It does not mean it's gonna go all the way up there. But the next major resistance, it is going to be right there. It could pump right there, drop right there, pump right there, drop right there, and hit that target. That's why sometimes it's nothing wrong to take your profits too early, because market can do crazy thing, right? The timing could be wrong. Your price target could be right, but your timing could be wrong. You see what I'm saying, right? For instance, I'm calling for BTC 3K, but it might take like forever to hit 3K. But you know, just like Link, that sucker guy calling for Link $1, right? So just like Link, right? I'm calling for Link I was calling for Link $1 to $2. It might not hit it right away, but it could hit it like within the next few months. So the timing could be wrong, but that's a macro scale, right? So good stuff, all that good stuff, man. Let's get that, baby. Let's get that. So keep an eye on basically OMG, right? So the next one I'm watching is like SUSHI, right? Some combo. So SUSHI, the reason why I'm watching SUSHI is like it is very volatile. So when it moves fast. Okay, so right there, let's take a look at 21 EMA. Think that's a 12-hour, 6-hour. So so you take a look at Link, right? That's not Link, SUSHI. So when you take a look at SUSHI, we got a nice big sell volume right there, and the very next candle was like a nice nice small volume. Okay, even though the candle was green, it is a very good technique, guys. I've been practicing it like forever right now, and pretty confident to share it with you guys, right? So you can see like this candle is pretty small, right? Not small, but even though it's big, the volume is small. So you can see like the very next candle, bang, bang, right? Very next candle, bang. And right now it is just about like 50%. So what I'm watching is like, are we going to be able to get the flat correction? I'm not sure what we're going to get, right? So I just have to be cautious, right? Once again, are we going to be able to get the flat correction right there and then dump right there? Or, you know, we're just going to bang, okay, dump right there engulfingly, and then you just take it to the downside to like a 0.618 or even 0.786, right? So we just have to be very, very cautious within the next few few hours, because we're most likely going to get an answer, you know, a possible breakout, right there to the red zone, if and only if we can break the 6-hour 21 EMA right there in yellow, which is like 74 cents, right? So we can possibly hit the red box, but I'm not gonna long this sucker. Okay, I'm not gonna long this sucker, right? So I'm only looking for a short opportunity. I'm not buying SUSHI, man. I'm not. I don't know about you guys, right? I'm not. So I could be looking for either a possible breakout right there or a possible rejection right there. So we got plenty of time. Plenty of time, right? Plenty. Plenty of time, right? Plenty of time. So now let's take a look at Zilliqa, guys. So I don't think it is alt season yet. So, you know, it is just time to basically wait till, you know, we get alt season, and we could be looking for a further move to the upside, right? So another move to the upside, right? So Zilliqa, we got a nice trend line right there, right? From like just about like 14.95, right? 14.95 right there. We got another one just about 15. Resistance, right? Support. So I'm looking for a break below this trend line. Okay, even though everything is telling me it is time to short it, right? You can see like we got a very big volume right there, right? And we got 2 green candles, right? So it is telling me the move could possibly be just a fake out. Okay, it could possibly be a fake out because the volume is not a lot. We don't have a lot of volume. So, you know, if we basically hit like 1915, 1950 to a 2000 area, what I mean like 0.019, right, to 0.02, we could possibly see some sort of rejection right there. All right, that's a bearish setup. And if we get the rejection, break the 100 EMA 6 hour, and at the same time break the break the trend line, we could be looking for 0.618 to 50% pullback, which is like 1584 area. So, but the bullish setup, once again, we cannot basically sleep on the bulls, right? For whatever reason, right? We just pumped it upside, break this range of the trend line, right there. We just have to suck it up and look for the next resistance, which is like 0.024 and so on. Pretty easy, guys. Pretty easy. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. You're gonna pick a side, right? Let's say you don't have anything to trade, and you see the setup, right? It pumped it upside, break the trend line. You just suck it up. You're looking for a setup. It broke down, right? And then basically blow the trend line. You just suck it up. So either way it goes, you're gonna trade it. I just don't want to trade it inside the trend line, inside the triangular formation. I don't want to trade it. Okay, so it is kind of like a 50-50, right? If you try to trade it right there, you might be, you might not be sleeping well, right? Might not be sleeping well. Yeah, man, I short the whole market, man. I don't short the asset, guys. I short the pattern. I keep saying it in my premium group. I've been shorting Wi-Fi like forever now, right? So it moves fast. You just take it, right? You just take it. I don't care about shorting Link or BTC or like Ethereum. The most important thing is like it moves, okay? If it can move, right? BTC doesn't move like 10% a day, right? This alt moves like 10% a day. You don't need 10x, right? Even if you do 2x, you're still gonna make your 20% gain. So, but BTC, you have to basically do a 3 to 5x minimum, right, to basically see some significant gain from BTC, right? So, but alt you don't. 2x, 3x, you make some good gains if market goes on your way, right? But if it doesn't go on your way either, right, you still got a stop loss. You're not gonna lose your. I hope most of you guys not going all in one position, right? Don't do that, okay? Not financial advice, but you can go all in one position, but I do not recommend it, because you gotta think about it, guys. Market going to be around forever, all right? Even if you don't trade crypto, you're gonna be trading stock market. If you don't trade stock market, you might be trading forex. You see what I'm saying? Oh, you might be trading option and all of that good stuff. So no need to go all in a single position. You're not gonna get rich in one position, right? Even if you get rich in one position, you're most likely gonna get broke in the next position, because you're gonna do the same thing you did in your previous position, and you think like it's gonna be successful, and market gonna take everything back. It's gonna take everything back. Just cut the losses, cut the bleeding. It is part of the market. It's kind of like when you play ball, right? You're gonna get hurt, okay? You're gonna get hurt. It's part of it. You go rest up and then come back strong. That's it. But if you feel like you're not gonna lose money in this market, if anybody tells you like they never lose money in this market, just run away from them. I lost money in this market, and I still lose trades, right? But the main thing is I don't cry when I lose trade. I lose trade and I walk away, because I know why I lost it. I know exactly how much I'm gonna lose. So if I have my stop loss, I'm already equipped like mentally to know how much I'm gonna lose. I can go to sleep. Okay, if I'm gonna lose $100, I know I'm gonna lose $100, right? If my stop loss get hit. If my take profit gets hit, I'm gonna make my $300, I'm gonna make my $400, whatever you're gonna make, right? So try to basically be mentally ready when you take a position, and not try to go all in one position. That's a takeaway. That's a takeaway. And those 100x, those 99x, that might be too much. Those 98x, whatever, it's not gonna cut it. It's not gonna cut it. Just because if you take a 100x position, you're most likely not gonna stay in that position for a very long time. You're not gonna wait for 20% drop. because most of my targets are pretty much like 8 to 12% on average over the last 20 trades, right? We took like over 20 trades over the last 10 days, averaging like 8 to 12%, right? So, but if you're doing 100x, if the asset drop 1%, you might panic and take your profit. Yes, you're going to be 100% up. But if it goes up 1%, you're going to lose all your money, right? All your money. So you'd rather just suck it up and basically be cautious, right? Boom, let's get this crypto. She bangs, she pays. Yeah, just be cautious with those 100x. That's my only advice, right? I know most of you guys pretty comfortable with 25, but not all the time, okay? Not all the time, right? So it seems like crypto is moving a little bit, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at Monero. So Monero, I give it to my basically premium group previously. I was like, Monero USD moving very slow, very choppy, not so explosive, even though it's been moving right from like 95 to 130. It wasn't explosive, right? It was like a choppy move, choppy price action. So you can see like one thing I said, and I said it previously, pay attention to basically what June 2019 prices. Most crypto already pumped today June 2019 prices. So basically Monero just decided to pump to that level, right? So next resistance versus BTC going to be like 0.013, basically another 20% pump. So let's see if we're going to be able to break above roughly 20% pump to break above this June 2019 prices. I don't think it will, but let's see. All right, because I've been pretty consistent during an alt bull run, right? And Monero was also like back in June, target was like June prices anyway, right there. So we said we're going to be making this move for Monero, right, versus BTC. But it was a macro view, so we talked about since June. So right now it just pumped to that level. So you see what I'm saying? So the timing might be very slow, but the directional move for Monero was pretty clean versus BTC right there. So, and now it is above the weekly 100 EMA, but I think it is going to get rejected. It is going to get rejected very, very hard. Okay. So just like NEO, when NEO pumped to the weekly 100 EMA, got rejected, right? Let's take a look at NEO. I think NEO USD, but NEO BTC also fine. So exactly, you can see like NEO right there, right there. So NEO was like right there, pumped like just about like a June 2019, pumped to the weekly 100 EMA, got rejected, dumped back down to the weekly 200 EMA. So we could possibly see a NEO, push back up temporarily before another retest of this support area. So. All right, guys, I'm just gonna call it a day, right? And we're gonna talk about later in our Telegram group. Make sure to hit the likes, guys. Make sure to join the public Telegram group if you haven't done so. If you haven't subscribed and basically already click on the notification, make sure to do so. So you can get my notification and get these live, surprise live, live stream updates, right, regarding BTC and the whole market, right? All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Be cautious out there. Market going to be very, very volatile over the next few months and so on. Especially we got the election going on and all of that good stuff. So just be ready for any move, either to the upside or to the downside, and doesn't matter, guys. I'm bearish. It doesn't have to make you be bearish. Okay, I'm personally bearish. You can be bullish. It's okay. We're all in the market to make money. All right. So let's see what we're gonna get over the next few weeks. Right. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Oh, DXY. So DXY. So the dollar, on the daily, let's go back to the dollar analysis. One thing about the dollar on the daily, okay, so the dollar on the daily, I'm expecting a probable better divergence, right? On the daily time frame, we could possibly see the dollar dipping down to retest the low right there and give us another push to the upside, right? Not saying this move going to be that high, but it could be a possible reversal. That's all we need to know, right? How high it is going to go, we're going to take a look at it, but we could see a possible reversal. It could just hit the top right there. That's a macro scale. Once again, that's a daily, because you know the dollar moves very slow. So that's a big it could take forever to drop down to 91 and then basically retest 94. So let's just keep that in mind, right? So that's what I'm looking for the dollar. Let's take a look at the lower degree. So basically the lower degree, we got this impulsive move down, right there. So that's the first initial move to the upside. So since we got an impulsive move to the downside, this move most likely going to be a correction, right? Could make a possible three-way move just like that. So the dollar dipping down probably going to be good for BTC, right there, okay? Possibly going to be good for BTC, right? So similar move just like this, okay? Just like the move we got right there, this impulse move, we dip down and push back up. We can easily get this move also, and then we're going to take a look at it after that, right? But the macro view, daily and up, doesn't change, okay? Hasn't changed yet, right? Just like that. And I think somebody somebody was showing me like the macro view on the dollar. On a monthly time frame, that's a quarterly time frame, right? If you take a look at it on a quarterly basis, man, somebody was making an argument like the dollar could be dipping down, right, and retest like just about like a 90 all the way down to this level. So it is still okay, but it could take like months, right, to basically hit like a 89 and so on, right? So quarterly 21 EM, quarterly 100 EMA at the same time supporting the price. So let's see, we got to be able to break it, find the support just about 89, right? So if we break 89, that could be the real breakdown. That could be the real breakdown. So let's see over the next few months what we're going to get over this trend line, right? So it's pretty clean, okay? Pretty clean. This structure is pretty it is a pretty powerful structure. Even if you take a look at Wi-Fi right now, we're making the same structure. Wi-Fi, take a look at Wi-Fi right there. I'm bearish on Wi-Fi, right? Wi-Fi is making the same exact structure, which is like this double top and like a slow motion drop. So you're just looking for it to drop below this range, right? So I'm bearish on Wi-Fi. We drop all the way down to 1950 to 2000. Same thing, okay? If you take, I can show you another structure also. I think cap. Somebody just sent it to me. It's a uranium stock, right? Right, same structure. Very powerful structure. Very powerful structure. You got this pump, you got drop, bang, bang. Okay. BTC also gave us the same structure back in March, and we played it out perfectly, beautifully. Okay, can show you on BTC. Let's see, BTC back in March. Right there. As long as we got this pump, right there. Same exact pump, same exact structure. Probably can see it cleanly, but you get the concept, right? Same structure. So all you need to do, just wait. Okay, sometimes just like BTC, right, you got this flat correction, right, but this one was kind of like a bigger flat correction, right? Pushed it upside, right? So it is a very, very powerful structure. I can show you another one like the pound, but I was bullish on the pound, right? So let's see, GB. Let's see, the pound ABE. We got that structure right there. We got it right there. Right there. We talked about it, a pound. It tripled up, but still dropped down and give us a bigger structure, which is this one. Okay. So, and we said like we're going to be pumping to the upside, right? So, but right now the pound did dip down, right? Dip below the support area, pump back up. So let's see. Okay, it is basically BTC is basically following the pound. So we got this structure right there. Instead of the breakdown, we're making another wedge pattern. So watch the pound very cautiously, right? If we get a breakdown to the downside, right? So we're most likely going to see another breakdown from BTC. So it is something like you just have to keep in mind. Right, just about this area. September 1st, we dump. Right, August 1st, same thing, dump. Okay, just like this. Dump here, dump that. We're looking for this dump. Right there. Right, so. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I'm gonna talk to you guys later on, all right, in the chat room. All right, guys, thanks a lot.